I'm single. Genuinely laughed at this. Waiting patiently and daydreaming one day he will find me with echolocation out of blue. I think that's the stage I'm at. Haha. Maladaptive daydreaming. I have this amazing subconscious ability to only fall for people who are in some way unavailable, or there's some external circumstance that makes daydreaming the only viable option. I've been trying to work on it for years. I try not to look at it as dating. At least in the first stages of meeting someone. I prefer to think of it as exploring a different dimension of a relationship with a friend. It's easier to think of it as this is a friend that I'm trying new things out with, rather than this is a romantic partner and I need to be perfect/ideal. That and I just think about from their perspective. They probably hate dating just as much as I do, so we'll make it through the first stages together. This is what worked for me. Friends first. Decided to try going on a date. Ended up being my person for life. I tried to see it as, I'm just going to keep being my usual self. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. The lens of dating caused me to put so much pressure on myself. I hated it. Friends doing a test run was so much better for me. This was me. I decided that finding a long-term partner was important for me and the future I wanted to have. I treated it like any activity that would benefit my life, such as working out, studying, going to work. I kept my standards unabashedly high, no matter the flack you get from crappy men on dating apps, and only spent time on the ones that I felt were actually worth it. I went on /*VERY/ few second dates. That was a high bar to get over, and I gave the men who were worth it the energy they deserved. Did you feel anxiety going on dates? And if so, how did you deal with it? I'm not generally an overly anxious person, but for some reason going on dates fills me with stomach churning nervous energy for hours beforehand. Fictional men. Edit. Written by women. George Glass goes to a different school. You don't know him. I have to take very calculated breaks. As soon as I start to feel burnt out, I delete apps and step away. I'm currently on a break after being ghosted because I feel emotionally exhausted from the whole ordeal, from earlier ghostings this year and having just a *** time on the apps recently. As soon as I feel a bit more optimistic about it, I will try again. I'll happily be picky about who I meet up with and who I go on a second date with or more, and hopefully something will work out. I'm happy on my own, but it would be nice if one of you are so beautiful, I can't believe you're single comments from attractive men who are usually my type could turn into them asking me out for once. I kind of know what you mean. I get the best compliments on my looks from gay men and straight women. It's super flattering, but then it's like, okay, why can't I get these same words from Q*** women or straight/B men? Cats. The crazy cat lady life starts earlier these days. By hoping that somewhere down the line I meet someone the old-fashioned way, in person. I don't date LMAO. Like, yes, I want a partner, but I'm mostly motivated to date if it's a specific person. I just wait around until someone seems my type, and then I'm stubborn about getting over the crush for a long time. I'm pretty confident the guy I have a crush on checks a lot of the boxes, but I'm in a phase right now where I want to try to just confirm it and enjoy our friendship. This sounds like me. I've tried online dating, and it was just awful. The only way I can be interested in someone is if I get to know him outside the context of dating, and then it either clicks or it doesn't. I rarely have those clicks, though. Something usually happens to make me lose interest, romantically, at least, but I still enjoy the friendship. Unfortunately, none of these have worked out so far, but maybe it will someday. The last person I was interested in ended up having a job where he has no spare time whatsoever and travels a lot. I think there might have been mutual interest, but I lost interest when we went months without seeing each other. I've deleted dating apps because it's just not for me. If I meet someone on a dating app, it just feels forced. I'm not very pretty, and I feel like I might be too weird for a lot of people, so I don't get it on often. Moved to a new city, so I have very few friends yet. I might just give up on finding someone and do casual NSA for a while lol. I want you to feel pretty. I have never seen you. I have worked with thousands of people in my job, and every person has some beautiful features, eyes, a knack for accessories, delicate hands, something. It is often how I remember names, I think. Oh, X with the great walk. So you can find something beautiful about yourself. Semicolon close bracket. I eat lots and lots of chocolate. I don't met my ex through a video game, when I wasn't even looking for love / gave up on being in a relationship. He dumped me not so long ago, so back to my fingers I go lol. Are you me? Well, I stay single, but go on very casual dates occasionally, making sure they know what to expect from me. My dating boundaries: no expectations, clear communication. One date is enough to tell if someone is interested, or if the vibe matches. If I'm not, then separate ways or potential friendship, if vibed well and not romantically. Though I like to text for a fair amount first, don't feel safe meeting after a very few convos. So for me, changing my dating mechanics helped a lot. Less stress, less time consuming, less hurt, and carefully choosing the person you go on a date with helps. Being picky can do good. The only reason I started dating was because I found myself getting annoyed with how badly I wanted a partner, but doing nothing to meet new people. To help combat how much I hated it, I treated dating apps like a fun side quest while staying safe OFC, and also tried to get more involved in different clubs, groups, etc. So I tell myself, hey, you seem really annoyed with being single right now. If you can find the fun in dating, be picky and do that instead of sit and complain about having no options, etc. In the 4 years since doing this, I've gone on a lot of first and second dates, and even dated someone for almost 2 years. I learned a lot and still despise dating, but it's made me a lot more certain of what I'm looking for, and confident when someone does approach me. Mind you, there's nothing wrong with not actively looking, and just building a life you're super proud of, cause the people best suited to you will find you when you're just living your best life. And taking frequent breaks from dating are also 100% normal and encouraged tbh. I took many while I was at my peak. My parents met by surprise when my mum had sworn off men, so that sort of gives me hope that the universe might repeat itself. Not really handling it because I'm living an amazing life without a partner. I also don't feel like I'm lacking in my life as well. If it comes, great, thanks. If it doesn't, that's cool, no problem. I just don't want to stress on things I can't control anymore. This is definitely how I have begun to feel. For the first time in my life, I think I'm genuinely content with being single. I adopted the most amazing dog in January, and that has honestly helped so much. Way less lonely. I'm also a busy asterisk student, so who even has time for dating? This summer was the first time I decided I wasn't going to do the old thing and just enjoy my summer with my pup. So naturally a friend wanted to set me up with someone, and it's actually going really well. 4 dates in, definitely wanting to see where things go with him. I think my vibe was also different when meeting this guy, as I was truly in a if something's here, great. If not, also great. Whereas in the past I know I have come off clingy and a bit codependent, working on that. Had I not found my current partner while I was still in school, I do not think I would have won at all. The concept of dating seems so exhausting to me. I tended to look for potential candidates in the social circles I was already in though, so I had a pretty good idea about who they were before I jumped into it. Try to find hobbies where I meet other people and hope for the best. Maybe not the best plan, but I am happy on my own. I've totally given up on the online dating thing. It made me feel horrible every time. So many men that just stick their tongue in your mouth with no warning. It made me feel gross and used because I'm the kind of person who doesn't have any desire to do anything physical unless there's an emotional connection. Even times that the men were respectful, it still made me miserable. So, being single and not feeling horrible while online dating is preferable. I don't date and take the loss. Yup. After years of terrible relationships, I completely gave up on men and I absolutely refuse to go on dates anymore. I haven't been on dating apps in years and I'll never use that crap again. If I end up meeting someone, it's gonna be at Costco cause I have no social life and never leave my home lmao. Reminding myself that the peace that I found in my journey to know myself is worth it. I don't feel like I'm missing out by not having a partner, and I don't put my life on pause hoping that someone will come along. I'm open to meeting someone, but won't settle for low effort, which usually means we don't even make it to the first date. If I have one requirement for a date, it's that their text conversation is decent, because it's been my experience that someone that's boring over text is insufferable in person. I hate dating. When I was single I decided I was going to focus on me and my hobbies, and of course, just when you don't want one comes along and takes over your life, lol. Typical. I was just talking to my therapist about this, how I used to lose myself in my relationships, stop doing all the things that I loved to do because of a relationship, my current and I decided from the first month that we'd help each other keep that in check, because we fell in love with who we were when we met. Sure, we are gonna grow and evolve, but it's important to us to do as individuals and as a couple. I love my hobbies, and it feels so good that I'm still very much involved even in a relationship. I'm honestly taking it very seriously. It's so important for me to find a partner and have a family someday. I'm quite happy on my own, but damn I long for someone, especially since I've been single for 7 years. So what am I doing to get there? I'm moving from my small town to a big city. I don't want to be 50 and still single, because I stayed here. I can't keep doing the same thing and accept different results. It will be so much easier and more fun for me dating in a city. I truly believe that location is really important. Also take breaks if you feel like it.